In this video, I deliberately won World War II as Germany just to tag to the Soviets to try to defeat my own build. Was holding in that little time even possible? Watch to find out. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today, I don't want no funny business. I just want to win World War II. Let's play as Germany. Nothing else is going on. We're just gonna hop right in, and we're gonna win. Alright, so yep, here we are in Germany. We're gonna grab all our divisions, put them into an army. We got 30 of them, a lot of factories, a lot of manpower. And yeah, we're just gonna be going for a pretty standard Germany game here so far. Alright, and we'll start with the 4-year plan here. Grab some civs, get all that stuff. Okay, so obviously from the way I've been talking, there is a catch. And I'm assuming you saw the title of this video, so you kind of know what the catch is. And yes, I will be winning World War II as the Germans, at least defeating the Allies, then trying to defeat my own build as the Soviet Union. Now this is not an original idea. Bittersteel has done this before. I'll put the link to his video in the description, but it's been a few years, and hey, I wanted to give it a try too because this is a very interesting challenge. I actually tried this challenge a few months ago, and it did not go too hot. I'll show a clip from that video right now. Okay, well, I'm clearly doing another video idea. Yeah, so I basically scrapped it and I was like, I don't really want to try this again, but here we are. And of course we'll be playing historical, so let's remilitarize the Rhineland. Now what I really want to do is make sure that I have built up Germany enough. Yeah, we do need to manage our MIFO bills, but what I want to do is ensure that Germany completes their autarky. That should be possible once we take out the Allies. Alright, it's September 36th, and it looks like we can do a nice Anschluss. 22 divisions fresh out, that just got us over the requirement. Stalin, aka future self, you should be worried. Alright, there's Anschluss done, and there's Austria into our nation. Fantastic. And we're going to get a little collab going in the UK, make our jobs a little bit easier once we get over. Spanish Civil War going very well. That's the updated situation report here so far. Alright, and it is October of 37 now finally, and we're going to be demanding the Sudetenland. Alright, and there we go. Munich Conference done. We now have the Sudetenland, our rightful territory. There we go. The great German economy is now back. We're so back from all these price controls and everything. We're pumping out mills now. I'm actually quite scared for my future. Alright, there we go. Spain has been mopped up. We actually got decently far on our doctrine. I mean, we've been training up our infantry this whole time, and we're about to take the rest of Czechoslovakia for ourselves. Alright, and we're going to set up Bohemia and Slovakia as puppets and give them a German official. There we go. Alright, 2 collabs down on the UK and 1 more to go. We have 60% collaboration in them, so 1 more should get us to at least 90%. Alright, now let's design some medium tanks, some panzers for our destruction of the Allies here. They will be called the Binnacle, and we will be seeing these guys on the battlefield against ourselves. Okay, I think this is okay. We got 47 soft attack on these things, 8 km/h speeds, 80% reliability, and yeah, pretty good stats, I think. And hopefully we'll have a few divisions out by the time we get into Poland. And there we go, there's Memel for us. Now we're doing a pact with ourselves, the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Then I think I'll do a treaty with ourselves. Again, we're helping out ourselves in the future, right? It's definitely not better for the Germans to do this. Alright, this is what we'll rock with for our panzer divisions. 24 combat with 400 soft attack base. And we really have no doctrine researched yet. And they'll be called the Mr. Devil 03 Gaming panzer divisions. Again, we'll be seeing these guys on the other side. And we have all of our air stuff finally researched, so let's get some fighters into production. These will be our fighters, called the Kippy Tag. It's gonna be tough to defeat these fighters as the Soviet Union. I don't really know how to get better than them, but we'll see. We'll find a way to make it work. And of course, we'll need some CAS to go along with that. And this will be our CAS, which will be called the Simplified. So yes, all of this equipment is named after channel members. If you want to have something named after yourself in one of my videos, well, you can go ahead and become a member. Nice little shameless self-promotion. Alright, there we go. Thank you, myself in the future. Pleasure doing business with you. Now, what I'm going to do is go for a Sea Lion right away on the UK. That's because we can actually get dominance built up before we're at war with them. So we're going to launch 12 divisions. In Italy, yes, welcome into the Axis. You can also get Romania into the faction. Yeah, let's do that as well. The 24th of June, we are ready to do Danziger War. So let's go ahead and do that focus and finally win World War II. Yeah, it is definitely time we go to Danziger War because our economy has come to a complete halt. Here we go. Poland has refused our ultimatum. It is war. Let's declare war on Poland. We'll get our army going right away over there, and we'll launch our naval invasion as well. Then we'll do the focus around the Maginot, and rearmament has always been the goal. We'll go to economy of conquest, of course. And we have already made our landing. Very nice. We'll get this entire army over here, along with our tank divisions. And yes, it's good that we did this first because, well, there goes our navy. Okay, at least our tanks have made it here safely, so that's all I really care about. And there goes Poland, very nice. And there we go, we made it into London, and yes, all of that collab is built up very nicely. The UK has capitulated before we've even gone around the Maginot, and we'll do Operation Vesrebung for Denmark and Norway as well. And there we go, you're welcome, future me, for Eastern Poland, and we'll just declare on the Netherlands right away, and we'll just hit our button here and destroy them probably in about 2 days. And yep, that was pretty quick. Alright, and Belgium, your time is up. And there's Paris, and there goes the Allies. We have 100% of the war score. There you have it. The Treaty of London is here. The world is now the Axis. Okay, so now this is where I want to differ a bit from what I did last time. Now, basically what happened last time is I played as Germany right up until I did the 70-day focus to go to war with the Soviets. And yeah, that was a disaster. So I need to allow myself more time to build up. Now that we've won, I'm going to take a save file here. And then I think I'm going to tag over to the Soviets, which should give myself at least a little bit more time. Now, they can do the Anti-Comintern Pact and war with the USSR in 100 days, but I don't know if they will. I don't know really what the German AI is going to do with their tree next. I mean, we'll find out. They can do autarky achieved, so I've set that up for them. They can do all of this stuff. The Germans are in a terrific place. They have great tank divisions. The Mr. Devil 03 Gaming's at 450 soft attack. We're going to need to find a way to counter this stuff, as well as the great air force they have, and all of these bonuses that the Germans have. So yeah, goodbye Germany. Now we'll tag on over to the Soviet Union, and we'll see what state we're in. Oh god, what is this? Alright, so welcome to the Soviet Union, everyone. We have 172 factories, 2.5 million manpower, good amount of war support, and around 50% stability. That's okay. Now, where are we in our tree? We're actually doing the secure Leningrad focus right now. We have the purge done, it appears, but we haven't taken out Trotsky yet. Give me probably 10 IRL minutes to get this all sorted out. Alright, there we go. We have now organized everything, and yeah, I've really completely retooled all of our production and everything. We're even making anti-tank. Our divisions are okay. I kind of want to beef them up a bit, get some more doctrine. And speaking of doctrine, we have large unit tactics, okay, and we already have fire concentration. That's pretty good, actually. I'll take that. Guess we'll stick with large unit tactics for now. I actually think we have enough equipment to get out 2 full army groups. We already have 1, then we have 22 here. All right, so there we go. We have done the secure Leningrad focus. Now let's get our claim on Bessarabia. Finland has rejected our demands. Very good. Let's declare on them, and we'll just hit our buttons here. And Lithuania, welcome to the Soviet Union, comrades. There we go. Alright, as for research, yeah, we definitely got to get our research up. I think I'm going to go heavy fighters. It's going to hurt us because we're not going to have a lot of them. They should hopefully outtrade our pretty good fighters. And Finland has offered us concessions, but no, we need all of Finland. We need all of our troops fighting the Germans. Cannot afford to have any troops for a potential continuation war up here. And there we go, Finland has capitulated. We'll take our states that we need, but we'll leave this state up here, and then we'll just puppet them. Alright, this is what I'm gonna go for my main infantry. 24 combat width. We got some AA here because we're definitely not winning this air war. Got some anti-tank here to hopefully help against their tanks, aka our tanks, and we have some infantry guns for some soft attack, as well as all of these supports right here. We'll see if they're needed, and these infantry will be called the Jacob Ham 4124 divisions. We now need a lot of equipment to supply those. I'm doing something I usually never do as the Soviets, and that is improving the Stalin line, building forts. We're definitely going to need forts because I didn't think we'd be in this much of a deficit of equipment. Okay, that's a bit worrying right there. That's scary. Yeah, now I forgot about one crucial part about building air is that, well, the Axis controls all the air in the Dutch East Indies, all this stuff. So we are going to need to invest heavily on refineries if we want that to happen. We have the improved medium airframe. Let's just get these things filled up with heavy MGs. Alright, these should do, I think, nicely. I mean, I hope nicely. The production cost is insane on them. But yeah, we're the Soviet Union. We can afford it. Our heavy fighters will be called the Yanikaufti 1, after a channel member, of course. We're honestly going to have to trade with the Germans until we get our own synthetics up. With all of our troops training up, we're actually getting doctrine pretty quickly. Alright, let's get some tanks into production now. I'm going for full anti-tank tanks here, so we'll go with 3-man turret, and then we'll go with our improved medium cannon to begin. Alright, this is what we'll go for our T-34s, and they will be called the Real Dizzy 1 after a channel member, of course, and we'll start to get these things into production. It's going to take us a while to get these things online because we have other priorities that involve staying alive, and then these things will be our offensive division once we're hopefully still alive. This is what we'll do for our CAS. It's probably very basic and we'll get shot down, but we'll only put it out once we have green skies, if we have green skies, and it'll be called the CK3_Enjoyer. Now, it is summer of 1941. I don't know why the Germans haven't done Barbarossa yet, but I'm thankful. Okay, I've just tagged over to them to see what they're doing. They're uplifting the Rosenberg office. Are they able to do it? Yes, they are able to do the focus, but for whatever reason, they haven't. Okay, well, yep, they're definitely doing it now. There's the war goal, and yep, they did do uplift the Rosenberg office, and now they're doing war with the USSR. We are pretty much up to date with our stockpiles, apart from the anti-tank, but I don't know how many tank divisions they have. They hopefully shouldn't have too much. They have a ton of divisions. They must have been just spamming divisions ever since we tagged from them. Good thing we have this river line and some forts. I can't see us holding when they have 17 divisions on one tile. Yeah, I think I'm going to pull back preemptively. There's no sense in holding this. They're just going to deorg us. We'll build up our entrenchment here on the Stalin line. Now, we may or may not have done a little scorched earth policy on ourselves here. Well, here they come. The third 5-year plan has been disrupted. Curse them, and the Germans are now in on us. Well, let's see how we do. And now we can do desperate measures, so let's do that finally. Japan has also just declared on the Philippines, and here's the first attack on Riga. We are holding. It is across the river, of course, and we have our great entrenchment built up. How are our heavy fighters doing? We're exchanging well. We are actually exchanging very well. Thank goodness. The south we're holding so far as well, and our divisions are shooting down a ton of CAS as well. I'm glad that paid off because that was very expensive for us. And wow, they are attacking Riga with a ton of troops now. They might actually take the city. That would not be very good. There we go. Our line is holding. Probably get pushed out eventually. Alright, I said that and then we lost our line a little bit. I think it's probably in our best interest to pull out of the Baltics here. There we go. We just captured Mr. Erwin Rommel. That's right. Take that, Rommel. So far, we've taken 160,000 casualties, and we've now inflicted 1 million to the Germans, 1.5 to the entire Axis. Thankfully, I believe we survived the military reorganization without being pushed a single tile. Let's do experts in camouflage now. More reduction against CAS, more entrenchment. We're on interception here in Ukraine, and we're just shooting down bombers, shooting down their fighters. Our heavy fighters, again, are still actually being replenished. We're still gaining on heavy fighters, even though we're engaging them. We're actually winning the air war, which is shocking to me. I have 72 new divisions of just pure infantry. It's helping hold the center here, hopefully. We just need them to wear themselves down. For whatever reason, they still have economy of conquest. They haven't done autarky yet, but it's not like it's that big of a factor, at least right yet. I don't know if the German AI, maybe it's not wired to do autarky, but I mean, we'll find out. Look at this. I think we can do a little counterattack here. The first counterattack of the war, hopefully. Let's see if we can get across this river line again and retake Odessa. Oh yes, there we go. This is nuts. Our 200 heavy fighters on air superiority give us yellow air against almost 3,000 Axis fighters. That is ridiculous. And we finally are out of our deficit of anti-tank. All of our units are fully equipped now. Now it's time for us to finally get some offensive units. Medium tanks here into production. They will come soon. Quick update on the casualties. We've taken now 646,000, almost 500,000 to the Germans, but we've inflicted 3.6 million and 5.2 million total to the Axis. You ever seen 5 generals on one tile? I haven't, I guess, until now. We've also pushed down and taken the port of Odessa. Are you serious? They're really doing a naval invasion of me up here? I think it's just on this island, but still, I didn't even think the Axis AI would do that. And these will be our tank divisions this game, the Dafusk 8. They have a pretty good soft attack, decent hard attack. I was hoping better, but that's okay. And there we go. It's been a year since Desperate Measures now, and we can do Lessons of War. And all of our generals who have been cowed by Stalin, which actually has been quite a few I've been checking. Stalin really must have went on a rampage this game, but they all removed that now, and then they can actually operate as generals. And there we go. We've finally taken out that snake Leon Trotsky. We are about ready for an offensive. Look at how many units they have here. I believe with our 4 tank divisions, we can cut through and hopefully get to Riga and cut off all this here from the north and consolidate our line back at the river line. Alright, let's see how our tanks do. They've got a good amount of soft attack. They can't pierce us. We're attacking from 3 different tiles. Can we push? Okay, the answer is no, but I don't think it's that far-fetched, and yes, I was right. It did need a bit more org though, I felt, so I got them up to 30 combat width and put in some more motorized, and we pushed that tile very easily. Come on, boys, keep on going. And there we go, we've made it to the coast. That is absolutely massive. All these units are cut off. Let's do a push here. Okay, that was scary. We almost lost this pocket, but we did build a port here, giving us at least a little bit of some supply. Looks like we're about to get all this. Come on, yes. There we go. That is a ton of Axis troops, the first major encirclement of the war, and look at them. They're trying to leave now. Don't let them out. There we go. You have no idea how good that felt. Why am I just realizing now that the Germans are somehow at war with the Chinese United Front? When and how did these guys go to war? I have no idea. Oh, the Germans declared on Ireland, so we finally have a new friend. Welcome to the faction Ireland. Also didn't realize that the Germans are at war with the Americans. The Americans have cleaned up all of the Axis here in Canada pretty nicely. Okay, that's good to know. I guess I've been too honed in on surviving that I didn't realize that the Axis was at war with the United States. As you can see, we are defending quite well. I think in that whole time lapse, we just lost this one tile here. Oh well. Alright, well, it's been a while since I've checked the Germans. They did do the autarky focus, so they have this spirit now. They no longer have the economy of conquest, and they've actually managed to push me across the river line finally. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but the German resistance in their attacks have been, well, very effective recently. I've had to pull back from the Baltics once again. Well, there goes the Chinese United Front. Japan has won against China. However, they do have a war goal as well on the Dutch East Indies, which is a part of the Axis. Obviously, it's German. They do still have their non-aggression pact with Germany, but they might cancel it, and then they might go in on the Germans. A little bit more help for us, please. We could use that help, I think. Alright, our intel says the Germans are on scraping the barrel, and they only have 100,000 manpower. They're probably still mobilizing, not scraping the barrel, but it is nice to know that this is a war of attrition, and we are winning. There we go. With the might of Tanatuva annexed, boom, now we should be able to push the Germans out. No doubt. Alright, our tanks are on the move. If we can get this encirclement, that would be utterly insane. Oh my god, we did it, we did it, we did it. We closed this off. And there they all go. Oh, this is beautiful. Looks like if we get this encirclement, yes, Kiev will have never fallen this game to the Germans somehow. And we've had a nice push again, and we've made it back to the river line here. The one tile exception being Riga. Let's retake Riga. And there we go. Riga is back in our hands. Again, we have the river line, and I'm going to go for some more ambitious moves now. Alright, here we go. Here's our breakthrough. Let's just take out the Balkans. And there we go. I call that a huge success for us. And there's another Romanian division to end off our nice little push. Alright, I'm pretty confident that we're going to win at this point. I've got now the Courland pocket up here. This was very scary at the start of this, but man, am I happy where we are now. And I'm going to try for this very ambitious pocket. And looks like we're about to get it. Yes, there we go. This is all encircled. Wow, that is a ton of divisions. This might be one of my biggest encirclements literally of ever playing this game. I want to show you guys something cool as well. We've got some Yanni Kaufti jets now. We've got some jet fighters. All right, and here are the last few tiles. And there go the remaining, geez, that's probably like 70 troops right there. So they were at 30 million casualties, and now they're at 34. So that was probably around 3 to 4 million casualties there. And we have captured the city of Königsberg. The first German corps is in our hand, of many, because I'm taking all of this stuff. And we're at the gates of Berlin. Come on, boys. The city is yours. Just take it. And there you have it. We have captured Berlin. I was just about to declare war on Denmark, but they did their uprising and now they've joined us. So there you go, Denmark. You will be on the right side of history. Okay, and that has somehow put us at war with Japan. Okay, well that's great. Alright, I think it's time we hit our magic buttons and put an end to Germany. Let's see how this goes. I'm hoping for a lot of green bubbles, of course. And we've rolled over Germany, so it's just German France and I think Italy left to surrender now. Actually, no, German France isn't even a major. It's literally just Italy, and we've captured Rome. There's the Italian Civil War, and there it is. The Axis has surrendered. Look at all the war score we have. We have 100% of it. And there we go. The Treaty of Berlin is here. We have redrawn the map, and we have divvied up Europe and the world into a much more red place. That's gonna do it for this one. I can't be bothered to take out Japan. I mean, we have so much stuff. It's not that hard. It's just annoying, okay? We took out my own build as Germany. I think we can take out an AI Japan, but that was very interesting. It went much better than my first try. It was a very rewarding hold. Big thank you to my channel members for being so many of mine and my enemy divisions this game, as well as the unit designs and everything. Your support is much appreciated. If you've watched this far, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. It would mean a lot to me, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.